10 animals that use bizarre methods to kill their prey. You will never guess what the number 1 animal is. Like and subscribe for weekly videos. In the comments below, list one topic you think should be in a top 10 video and comment if you subscribe to this channel. Every now and then, YouTube recordings of creatures chasing prey in staggering manners spring up and become famous online. Generally they're one-off arbitrary functions, yet there's a not insignificant rundown of obscure and unordinary strategies that creatures use oftentimes as their technique for hunting. As the maxim goes, it's a wilderness out there. You likewise hear it's natural selection, yet some of the time those which aren't the fittest adjust and get shrewd. 10 Komodo dragon. These monsters, now and again called land crocodiles, are the biggest living reptiles on Earth, growing up to 3 meters long and weighing as much as 70 kilograms. They are carnivores and have been known to have deadly experiences with people, yet don't stress they're to a great extent confined to a couple of distant islands in Indonesia, including Komodo, which is basically a public park, thus the name. Komodos chase in packs, yet their strategy for slaughtering is to charge their prey and assault their underside or throat with their sharp paws and serrated teeth, causing quick blood misfortune or lethal slashes. Nonetheless, an underlying Komodo charge may not generally finish the work, rather seriously injuring the prey, before the winged serpent continues to remove substance its grounded casualty and eat them alive. There's likewise a hypothesis their teeth contain toxin to exacerbate the situation for tragic prey. 9 Golden eagles. These fowls of prey have a wide assortment of diet, including squirrels, grouse, fowls, reptiles and little winged animals. However, they've gotten notable for their assaults on deer. These demurthy-colored northern hemisphere hawks have incredible feet and sharp claws which empowers them to plunge in from above and snatch indefensive prey. However, brilliant birds circulated around the web on YouTube subsequent to stunning recordings developed of them diving on goats on the edge of precipices, prior to getting them and dropping them purposely from a separation into the stones beneath to execute them. The golden birds will at that point feed on the body of the dead goat. Given the heaviness of goats, here and there in excess of 100 kilograms or 250 pounds, getting them mid-flight is no simple accomplishment. Birds are astute feeders, however this is taking it to the following level. 8 Electric eel. There's not many creatures like electric eels with regards to the manner in which they chase, using their uncommon electric charge to stagger their prey. Electric eels for the most part occupy dull and cloudy waters as well, so their stun force can in a real sense stun clueless casualties who become a feast inside seconds. An electric eel's eating regimen is meat eating, commonly comprising of fish, scavengers, bugs and little vertebrates, similar to creatures of land and water and reptiles. The eel utilizes its stun force or guard yet additionally to hunt. The eel's movement touchy hairs on its body identify any weight change in obscurity water, which triggers a doublet, which is 2 fast electric heartbeats that hit the prey's muscles, dazzling them and in the long run incapacitating them, permitting the eel to devour it. 7 Dinopidae. These 8-legged creature are normally known as net-projecting bugs, which articulately clarifies their interesting chasing strategy to find clueless prey. Found in the jungles in Australia, Africa and the Americas, net-projecting arachnids are trackers after dim, using their excellent vision from their enormous eyes to spot prey, normally ants, moths, crickets or bugs, prior to projecting their net over the casualty in a lightning brisk movement. The insect makes the net out of its own silk, now and again multiple times its own size. It regularly sets a dung trap as an objective point, prior to trusting that a casualty will approach. At that point, with its monster-confronted eyes prepared for any development, it snares its prey at mind-blowing speed with its net prior to gnawing and burning through them. 6 Frogfish. These anglerfish are too appalling and they're likewise helpless swimmers who normally stay on the sea depths, however they're exceptionally successful trackers. Their abnormal look is intended to help get prey, with a blend of disguise and mimicry. When they bait in a casualty, they strike a lightning speed, as meager as 6 milliseconds, the response time for most people is 200 milliseconds. Frogfish are shrouded in spinnules which help disguise while some can change tone to mix in. Their method to get their prey doesn't include them moving, rather attracting in casualties with odd-looking extremities that are adequately lower. The members, which frequently appear as though worms, squirm around when a casualty draws near, tricking it closer, before the frogfish strikes, similarly as the prey is inside handle with its quick snare. The frogfish has an enormous wide mouth which abruptly opens and overwhelms the person in question, and a unique muscle in the throat that guarantees the prey can't escape as it's scalped. Frogfish can swallow creatures twice its size. 5 secretary birds. No, don't be tricked by the name. These winged animals are intense and heartless. It is a fowl of prey, however curiously it chases presently, which means ashore, rather than flying in from the air. The weapon of decision for secretary fowls, who like to chase 2 by 2, is their feet, as they slaughter their prey by kicking or stepping it to death. The secretary winged animal cases prey during the cooler pieces of the day, in the long run trampling vegetation to flush them out before their stepping attack. Native to Africa, secretary flying creatures' prey comprises of creepy crawlies, for example, grasshoppers and bugs, yet additionally vertebrates, for example, mice, bunnies and mongoose. It's additionally guaranteed that secretary feathered creatures once in a while slaughter snakes, for example, cobras, with their tenacious steps to the head to execute or immobilize. Secretary winged animal's logical name, Sagittarius serpentarius, means the bowman of snakes. At the point when they assault, they spread their wings and raise their feathered peak in a bombastic presentation of intensity and terrorizing, yet additionally interruption, as a snake chomp on the plumes won't hurt the fowl given the absence of substance. For margay, this singular and nighttime little feline, which is local to South and Central America, utilizes the uncommon procedure of mimicry to draw its prey. The margay chases little warm-blooded animals, for example, monkeys and squirrels, just as flying creatures, eggs, reptiles and tree frogs, while it's additionally known to be veggie lover at times. The margay has been known to express the newborn child cries of monkeys, for example, wild pied tamarins. The reason of the vocalization is to pull in prey, in this way encouraging an assault and decreasing the energy used on the interest, improving the margay's odds of progress. 3 archerfish. We as a whole played with a super soaker water gun when we were youthful, yet the toxophilite fish took the idea to the following level, by making that its method of chasing. Toxophilite fish coast close to the surface and shoot land-based bugs from a couple of meters away with their fatal mix of pinpoint point and force with water from their mouths. In the event that from the start they miss, they are persevering and can really shot 7 surges of water from their mouth at one time. The toxophilite fish's name originates from this procedure, mirroring their capacity to spit and curve of water at its prey, and they are sharpshooters at that. Found in harsh water living spaces, generally in mangroves and estuaries in Southeast Asia and northern Australia, bowman fish can jump out of the water to assault if their shot doesn't viably cut down their prey. With this as a top priority, they're one of not many creatures to use apparatuses around them, the water, to chase. 2 glowworms. These lit-up hatchlings might be beautiful on the eye and used as a vacation spot in certain pieces of New Zealand, yet their shine is really their chasing procedure. Glowworms sparkle through bioluminescence, which is basically the outflow of light produced by a substance response. In any case, the shine is made to attract bugs to them. Any bugs that get excessively near the light get caught by the glowworms' enormous clingy networks found in caverns and shades where they dwell in clusters. Therefore caverns, which are dull and soggy, are the ideal chasing ground for glowworms, so they're generally the best spot to discover glowworms in real life. They may seem to appear as though worms, yet they're really scarabs or gnats. 1 bottlenose dolphins. These advanced vertebrates are significantly more sharp than the TV show Flipperlet. The dolphins function as a group when chasing, yet probably the weirdest strategy they utilize is by making mud nets, which causes their prey, fish, to leap out of the water and into their holding up mouths. A dolphin hits the sea floor with its tails as it swims to work up the mud on the ocean bed and make tufts in the water, prior to swimming in or hover around a school to fish to make a whirlpooling ring of mud. Accordingly, the caught fish attempt to get away from the ring by leaping out of the water, where the dolphins have stopped themselves with their mouths all the way open anticipating their feed. As caught by BBC Earth. Bottlenose dolphins have a lot of other chasing strategies including fish whacking and strand taking care of, yet their mud ring taking care of procedure is a profoundly canny methodology.